Hello breakers, today we're going to be talking about Spellbreak's consumables. Currently, Spellbreak's consumables lack creativity, especially when a game prides itself as being a magical spell casting game. All we have are number sliders for consumables. They either increase your HP, armor, number of sorceries, or rune charges. Doesn't sound all that remarkable in my opinion. So this will just be a short just for fun video where I express some ideas for consumables I've had in the past. But feel free to share some of your ideas in the comment section. I might just give you a spotlight at the end of my next spell fix video. Timestamps will be in the description box down below. And let's get started. The first consumable I want to talk about is one that has been suggested in the past and it's already in the game. Wolf's Blood. As a rune, it pales poorly in comparison to other runes, which is why I think it would be perfect as a consumable. Also, they can get really creative with this by having our character models grow a little bit of fur so we look like werewolves. Invis can follow a similar route, but I think it could be very useful to new players and even current ones. I remember having fun with the Invis rune as a new player, so that one's up to debate. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. The next consumable I like to talk about is similar to the teleportation rune, but might actually be better. I call it Pocket TP. It will work similar to how Loba's Tactical works in Apex. Basically, you will throw some kind of object, and wherever it lands, you'll be transported there. However, you may be able to activate it in the air. A lot of new and old players on Reddit, Discord, and some I just talked to in game wish they could TP in the air, and this could be accomplished with this. In Apex, players can control when Loba's bracelet drops, and thereby having more control of where they land. So something similar can happen with Pocket TP. You can throw it in the air, press another input to have it activate while in the air, and then boom, you're right there. The next several ideas are more out there, but I love them nonetheless. This one is for all my Hunter x Hunter fans out there because I call it Bungee Gum. Mainly because it has both the properties of gum and rubber. Or for simplicity, one could divide this one consumable into two. The first being a large rubbery gumball that can repel any attacks, but can also be used as a means to bounce on and possibly ricochet players in an opposite direction, so it can be used both offensively and defensively. The sticky properties can create an area that's completely sticky and stop any momentum from players and attacks. Basically, it will be a consumable that could interact with other elements, something that doesn't even happen in Fortnite. This could be a 100% unique idea to BRs. I have more info about how this might work in a Reddit post I made a while back. But please look at it only after you're done with the video. YouTube really cares about retention rates. The second to last consumable we'll talk about is something that I call the Doppelganger Potion. Basically, once activated, it creates a clone. I have a Reddit post all about this as well, but in short, there's a number of ways this could work. Basically, Proletariat can use a similar program that they use for the bots in BR to run around and deceive people. Or they can act as some kind of shield to absorb one source of damage, and to even go further beyond, that damage could be transferred back to you as HP. There are some other ideas that I came up with a Doppelganger Potion, but you can check them out after watching this video down below in the link. The last idea is something of just pure fun. I call it the Transmutation Potion. More specifically, there would be two types, an offensive and a defensive one. Basically, an offensive one would be something that you throw at a player to give you the advantage. So let's say you throw a potion on a player and they become some type of animal or object that could not attack. I'm leaning towards a sloth because it's Proletariat's unofficial mascot. Also, to balance it so it won't be completely annoying on the receiving end, they can have very high run speed. Imagine a speedy sloth. Doesn't get more magical than that, huh? A defensive potion could transform people into a tree as a means to hide from other players. Think of it as your own little prop hunt in a bottle. There's a lot of potential for this idea and would love to see it used in the game for both in-game fakeouts or just like a boogie bomb effect. Now before we end, I'd like to share some of the comments from my last spell fix video on wind spam, which was made before chapter 3. Then Light the King said he would like to see wind have less speed over time so people can feather it in between shots if they are skilled enough, or they can keep holding it down if they're not. This is something I didn't even think about, having two different skill caps for one gauntlet. Devices CIO mentions he thinks wind is currently in a good state. I agree that it's more balanced and less annoying than in chapter 2. I still think having wind's attack speed greatly reduced over time is better because it addresses the feedback issues players get on the receiving end. Either way, wind is a lot less of an issue now than it has been in the past, so we're good. That's the end of the video. Be sure to let me know how you guys feel about some of my ideas, and if you have some yourself, please share. Also, feel free to like and sub to the channel for more Spellbreak content. Until next time, I'll see you later.